Need a new EDC. I need a new EDC, y'all. If you are checking into my live, show me some love. Comment down below. Check in, talk with me. Looking for a new EDC. Man, I got a couple of handguns, but I don't know. I just ain't found that right gun with that sweet spot yet. Been looking for a gun that has a slimmer grip. That's what I'm pretty much looking for, y'all. Looking for a gun that got a slimmer grip to it. Um, I love Glocks, but the regular Glocks kind of bulky for me, kind of blocky like. They do have the 48 and the 43X. Um, I shot the 43X so many times. Honestly, I'm just not the biggest fan of it. It's cool, but it just don't have that sweet spot that I'm looking for in my gun. I see that Glock just released the 15 round mags for the Glock 43 and also for the 48 from what I researched. You know, it's a 15 round mag for the 48 also. It's really the same lower but longer slide on the 48. 48 is pretty much a 43X lower. So I mean that's cool, but I don't know. 43X just not the sweet spot for me when it come down to EDC gun that I'm looking for. It's just not it. So I was looking at the Canics, like the MC9, MC9 LS, what's it, MC9L, whichever one it is. I was looking at that, shot that. That was pretty decent. I'm leaning more towards Smith and Wesson now. Smith and Wesson done came out with some heat these past couple of years, so I've been leaning towards them lately. Um, There's other brands out here, CZ, Beretta. Um, Looking at the Beretta M9. Uh, Looking at a lot of guns. Nah, I thought I could give SIG a chance with their 320s. They got the safety, which is the M17 and M18, but I see they had issues with those as well.
Nothing different. Even with the safety being on, still having problems. So stay clear from SIG. Stay very clear from them. Um, Gosh, there's so many guns out here. It's the handgun world is saturated. The gun world is saturated with so many different brands. SAR, SAR. I'm really looking into SAR. The Turkish community, far as guns, they really been showing out lately. With creating guns from Canik to SAR to um, shoot Tokarev, if I'm not mistaken, Tokarev. They are Turkish as well. A lot of them been making shotguns that are similar to the Benelli M4. They've been making shotguns pretty much like a knockoff or a clone for like a fourth or fifth of the price of a Benelli. Uh, a lot of companies that's Turkish been doing that. I don't know about G Force. I gotta look into G Force to find out what kind of company they are. But it's a lot of handgun brands out here. It's a plethora of them. I'm just trying to find a right one that for me for my everyday carry. And like right now, I got three guns that I carry the most. My Glock 19 Gen 3, my Glock 33, it's a 357 SIG, but I swapped out the barrel for a 40 cal barrel. So sometimes I carry that, but I mainly carry my Glock 19. But I don't know, it's the frame on Glock. It's that blocky feel. I love Glocks, but it's just that feel. So I gotta find something else. And it seems like the 43X is just, I don't know, it's just something, it's not a sweet spot on it. It's not it. But I really want to try out SAR. I want to try like the SAR 9, what was it, the SAR 9M or something. I forgot. I seen it online. Um, I work at a gun range where I'm at in the city I live at, and they don't carry SARs. They don't carry SARs at all. So I gotta, I don't know, buy one and just see how it is. But I'm trying to find another EDC, y'all. Trying to find another gun to carry every day. Cause I love Glock, but I don't know. It's that feeling. Now the Gen 6, I haven't shot the Gen 6 Glock 19 yet. I see they don't have the finger grooves on the grip, so you know that may be a little better. I heard that the grip is a little more ergonomic than the previous generation. So yeah, I'm just looking into it. And I'm on this live because I'm trying to get some suggestions. I got smaller hands, y'all, so um I'm pretty much just trying to find that gun with that sweet spot. I got the Glock 33 also. Um Robert, I got Glock 33 357 SIG. I see that show title on there too. I swapped it out for the 40 barrel. I still got the barrel and the magazines. It's just where I live at. Only way I can get the ammo for 357 SIG is pretty much online. Uh Palmetto State, I find it there sometimes. So um the Ruger RXM, I shot that. I like the Ruger RXM. Um, some of the guns I get the opportunity to shoot at the gun range because I work there. So whatever's behind our rental cabinet and our used guns, I get a chance to, shoot them. So uh yeah. I've been leaning towards Smith and Wesson lately. First I doubted them a couple of years back, but they've been coming with their heat. So yeah, I've been kind of leaning towards them. Canic, kind of leaning towards that MC9, was it MC9L, you know, I don't want to spend too much. I don't want to overdo it, but I do want to. I don't want to get something that's cheap. I want to get something I can afford, so that's affordable. Bigger than my 26. Same as the 33. Yeah, that's cool. You got it on your page, or you got the titles of the videos for me. Yeah, I'll definitely check them out. Okay, cool. Yeah. Um, I'm just trying to find that gun with that sweet spot for me. 'Cause, like I been rambling about since I started the live. Um, yeah, that's cool. If it's shorts, I'm cool with it. I can watch shorts for sure. Okay, appreciate you. I'm gonna subscribe to you as well. Yeah. The 43X though, I don't know, it's not this I can't find that sweet spot with that gun, so and the 48, I thought about that, but I mean it's the same gun, just a longer slide. Appreciate the love, man. Yeah. Trying to find the EDC. I'm also trying to get my collection up. I got guns I've sold over this past, I guess, 2 years. Couple of them I got rid of. I didn't want to get rid of them, but I needed to get rid of them. And then a couple of them I got rid of them because they just weren't of any value, you know. And I thought they were great guns because they were some of my first guns. But when you start getting into the gun world, you gotta stay away from a lot of those cheaper guns unless they built they built right. If they're not built right and you just buying a gun because it's $200-300, you pretty much wasting your money. You might as well save up. Gotta get the whole grip on the 43X. Makes a huge difference. Okay. Yeah. I got small hands, so yeah. But I'm gonna be honest. The gun that I really like is the that I just thought about, the Walther PDP F series, which stands for female series. They made a gun for the women, so I mean that was cool. But I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't mind carrying that gun for my EDC. I don't care if it says F series or not, because the regular PDP, like I said, when I pick it up, I like how it shoots, but the grip on it is just I can't find that sweet spot on there. So um, I like the Echelon. I bought my brother a Echelon actually. M&P Shield is my main EDC. I want to get the SIG 365. That's what's up. Uh, like I said, I've been staring towards Smith and Wesson a lot lately because I get a chance to shoot a lot of those guns at the range. Now, one gun that I shot Smith and Wesson is the Shield X. I don't know. I didn't get a good vibe with that gun. I don't know what it was. It felt good in my hands, but when I was shooting it, I don't know what it was. It could have been me. I could have just had an off day, but I wasn't getting the vibe. I have to shoot it again, that Shield X. But it's a cool compact, almost subcompact gun that holds about 12, 13 rounds. So that's pretty cool. I've shot the Hellcat. No. No. Nah, I don't quite I'm not a fan of the Hellcat. I like the Echelon. I brought my brother the Echelon. It was the full size Echelon though. Uh yeah, the Hellcat now, it's something about it. It's like the ergonomics on the grip. It's something's wrong with it. It wasn't built right. It's like they gave you the short end of the stick with that gun, y'all. Now I have not shot the Hellcat Pro, and I heard that there was a better version of the original Hellcat. I'll check out the Hellcat Pro. Yeah. I mean, any gun will snap if you ain't gripping it right, but I don't know. It just seemed like the the grip, something's off about it. Something just seems off about that Hellcat grip. And then it looks funny because I'm used to guns now that have like a mag well on it, or it just seemed like with the Hellcat Pro, something's is not finished. It's an unfinished gun. Takes a better one. Let's see. Hellcat RDP. All right, Rob, I'm gonna check that out. Hellcat RDP. Okay. Oh, maybe you was trying to say Hellcat Pro. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out, y'all. But yeah, I got a couple of guns, y'all. Some of my guns are my main guns that I use and train with. Some of them I just bought them because they were affordable at the time. I had a little money to blow, and I'm learning now. Unless these guns are practical, or you know that you'll use them for self defense, home defense, uh, don't buy the gun. What's your favorite caliber EDC? I don't necessarily have a favorite caliber. My EDC right now is a Glock 19, and I switch it up with my Glock 33. I said I've been wanting to check out the CSX E series. Hadn't got a chance to do it yet. When I go back to work, I'm gonna definitely check them out. XD 40 sub compact. I ain't the biggest fan of XD, y'all, but I'm gonna say this: I have shot the XD before several times. It works. It definitely works. It shoots, but I don't know. When you shoot guns a lot and you start messing with the newer guns that they're coming out with, I don't know. It's just you start steering towards certain guns. Yeah, and that's the thing. You can't go wrong with Glock. Canik TTI Combat. I like that. I like the Canik TTI Combat. Um, I don't know. I have a fear of if I have to use that gun, how long it's gonna take me to get it back. It's gonna take a while for me to get that gun back, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna take a while if I ever have to use that in self defense, and I don't want them to take my Canik Combat TTI. I don't want them to take that, but I also don't want to be out here with a high point protecting my life either. Some little cheap gun. Uh, I'm working on getting a compact collection going. I have the subcompacts. I call them my triplets. Want that in the compacts also. Okay, cool. I'm about to check your channel out, Rob. Um, and I appreciate the love you showing on the channel too. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure if all of y'all are big on the gun community, the Second Amendment community, but me personally, I always show love to anybody that's doing gun content, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, wherever you at. I always try to show love because I know how hard it is to get your subscribers up, your viewers, get your likes up, comments, whatever. So I told myself this year I'm gonna start doing more lives weekly, doing more videos. I had videos and I deleted them because some of the videos I didn't like. I was critiquing myself kind of hard, so I took a lot of videos down. So if you go to my page, you're gonna see videos. It's gonna seem like I haven't posted a video in almost a year, but I actually have, and I took some down. I had one cold video. I'm still gonna put it back up. Um, I'm still gonna put it back up. I had a what you call it when you put some music in there and they pretty much like a copyright issue with a video that we did at an outdoor out in the woods somewhere. I did a good video, recorded it myself, had one song in there. Out of all the songs I put in there, that one song that messed the whole video up and had to take it down. But I'm gonna re-upload that video. Mm, So, yeah. My issue was Rob, I was inconsistent. Like I get a buzz going, and then I kind of let life kind of hinder me a little bit and yeah. Yeah, I've been inconsistent since I've been on YouTube, but I said this year I'm gonna keep it going because this is what I love doing. I had to check myself to see if this really what I like doing. So it is. So I'm gonna continue making these videos. I've been coming up with ideas of topics to jump on. I don't want to be making the exact type of videos as every other gun tool, but I know some videos I'm gonna make they're going to be similar to other gun tubers, like the top five uh favorite pistols or whatever type of videos. But hey, Barbarian Bronny, just do it. Just hop in, whatever firearms you have, just take those firearms and make as much as you can. You can take a little and make a lot out of it. I've seen people do it. I've seen people have only a couple of guns on their channel and they got monetized. They made several videos, a lot of videos, and they didn't have 1,000 guns. And they knew how to stretch the videos and make different topics per gun, and they do knife content. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. I carry where I work at the gun range where I'm at. That's my part-time job, my main job. I don't carry, but I do security. But it's at a hospital. So this particular hospital, they won't arm us, but we do have arm license, which is that's kind of weird. You got arm license, but you're not armed. But they consider batons and OC spray as arms. So yeah, but yeah, I'm just looking for something else new. I want to stop buying guns because they're affordable. Um, that's what I want to stop doing. Just I see a gun that's $300. Let me go get it. And I want to kind of save my money up to buy something that's worth buying. You know, that I know that I'm gonna enjoy shooting. It feels good in my hand. I can find that sweet spot. Carry all the time, even at my house. I stay in the country though. I do the same, man. I'm always carrying. I'm carrying right now on my hip. Can't show it to you all because if I show it, they're gonna cancel this live on the 23 MOS. Yeah, they out here. They're gonna go up on the prices now. With Gen 5s and Gen 4s and whatever else that's still out there that's available. They're gonna go up on it. Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I did that one time before, Rob. I did that before, and they gave me a little, I guess, a warning or a strike. But I didn't actually like wave the gun. Somebody told me, and I watched it on they live. It's a YouTuber that I watched. He'll have his gun in the background. As long as he's not touching it and it's not moving, it's okay. But my gun was sitting in the background, just like his was, and I got flagged for it. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting, barbarian. That's interesting. You know, they're cutting down on a lot of stuff on social media, YouTube, Instagram. Well, I ain't seen Instagram complain too much about anything, but YouTube been cracking down. TikTok definitely been cracking down. I've been trying to find out some of the guys that I watch. How were they able to put gun content on TikTok and not get shadow banned or banned in general? I couldn't figure that out for nothing. If any of y'all have any gun tubers y'all watch, name a couple of them. Who do y'all watch on YouTube? I don't care if they younger or older. Maybe some of the ones that I watch, or somebody that I need to be watching. I can get I can get optic cut for about 175. That's what's up. That's a good price right there. Yeah, I got a couple of gun tubers I watch, y'all. Some of them uh known. Pretty much everybody watches them, like GSG Hustle, Red Rambo J, Chris TV, Eastside Givens, Rios Reloaded. Um, what is his name? I'm trying to think of the other guys I be watching. I watch a couple of female shooters also, like Summer Shoots. I watch her. Um, We the People, like Frederick Thrasher, and the other guys that's on the We the People podcast. I watch them a lot. Has all his guns lined up on the shelf during his lives, and as long as he doesn't touch them, he's good. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too, but somehow it didn't work for me. Um, so I stopped doing those live videos like that. Real one may drop, Papa P Pews, STO. There is a lot. White Rambo, there's a couple. I haven't heard of White Rambo. I mean, Sylvester Stallone. Yeah. I am shadow banned on IG for knife content. I'm a photographer, so I take a lot of photos of them. So I don't understand that because it's a lot of guys that I watch. Um, it's a lot of guys that I watch. They post that type of content. They post, you know, their everyday carry, which is their gun, their knife, uh, a certain watch that they may wear. Yeah, yeah, I figured that he probably got his name from Black Rambo. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check him out too. He got some good content. I mean, I'm gonna check out any and everybody, man. One thing about me, I'm gonna subscribe to you. I'm gonna show love because it can be complicating when people only want to watch content creators that are in the upper tier. You know, everybody had to start from the bottom, so you can't just watch certain people. Uh, I ain't gonna say you can't watch certain people. You watch who you want, but show love to everybody. Uh, there's some gun tubers out there though, y'all. They it's some good gatekeepers out there, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. It is some gatekeepers. Um, a lot of gun tubers that I communicate with. A lot of them they respond back. Uh, then you got some that don't, and you don't get upset if they don't respond. People get busy. Um, but you got some that gatekeep certain things in the gun community. Uh, that gatekeep certain things in the gun community. I don't understand because whatever I'm asking, it shouldn't be an issue, especially if you put it on social media and you want people to know. But it be like this sometimes, y'all. People are gatekeep. So that's when you just get out there and do it for yourself. Hold on 1 second, y'all. It's gonna get a little spooky, a little dark. Grab something real quick, y'all. Had to go get my little portable charger, y'all. Got something right here, little portable charger. You can find something like this at what's that, like a Five Below or something. Yeah. Yeah, I got a light on my Glock 19. I also got a Taurus G3. I got a love-hate thing with that because I shoot the Taurus G3 better than I shoot my Glock, I think. And that's the part that I hate. That I actually shoot that better. But gotta stop giving so much hate to Taurus because Taurus done came a long way, y'all. They really have. And no, I'm not smoking weed, y'all. Unlike some people, I actually smoke cigarillos. I smoke cigars. I'm a big cigar smoker, but I didn't feel like firing up a full cigar and then wasting it. I like to smoke my cigars, all the way. Um, I just have, I'm just having fun with it. No edits, no nothing. Just post my pews that I love. Hey, that's what's up, Rob. That was the issue that I was having. Me messing up when I'm talking, cause being new to being on camera, recording myself talking, I might mess up, pronounce words, or say something about a gun or a caliber that's not quite correct. And I realize I done did that. I won't post a video, so I got a plethora of videos that I what you call it, criticize myself about, and either posted it and took it down or never posted it. So, but I told myself I'm gonna stop doing that. Because there's plenty of people who put content out that wasn't accurate, and then they later on corrected themselves in another video. Like Taurus, have had a few. Yeah, Taurus get so much hate, especially if I walk into the gun range where I work at and I have a Taurus on my hip. Some guys I work with, they kind of give me some slack about that. They'll get on my head about it. I ain't been on camera yet, just like the guns. Yeah, yeah, man. Man, what y'all got going for today? What y'all up to? Some of y'all at work? Are you at home enjoying your day? What you got going? Y'all talk to me. I'm out here right now. I really just got out of work about 7:30ish. Um, so I'm just, out here enjoying my little time to myself because full-time father. Got my son in the house. He's in there sleep. So you know, sometimes you gotta get your personal time to yourself. because once you're on daddy duty, that's all day really. It's 24/7. But once they up, they up. I got a 4-year old, so he full of energy, y'all. So sometimes I gotta get off work and get me a little smoke or jump on here and talk to y'all, see what y'all got going on in this gun community. My brother has a high point and my other carries a Glock 27. We talk shit to him about that high point. Yeah, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I got a high point. It's not a pistol. It's the pistol caliber carbine, the 995 TS. I have that. It shoots good, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It do shoot good. However, um, that's not my home defense in no fashion, shape, or form. I bought that gun because I wanted to add a PCC to my collection, and I didn't have a lot of money. This was around COVID time, and I had about a couple of $100 I could spend, and at that time, the High Point 995 TSs they was running about less than $200, so I had to jump on it, y'all. Had to. Uh, at work right now, chilling, watching water flowing. You must work in an apartment or some type of nursing facility to be watching some water flowing, Rob. I got 314.9, 1.5. I got 314.9, 1.5. I'm lost right there, Robert. Tell me what you talking about on that one. Oh shit. Gotcha. That's what's up, man. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. Look, I was a little confused at first. Yeah, I got you. That 1-year old, that one soon to be two, I already know he a handful. Class 2 wastewater operator. How was that feel? Um, is it something you enjoy doing? What's the pros and the cons to it? Is the pay good? Do you get to see your family a lot? Is it a well balanced schedule? Like tell me a little bit about wastewater operator. Kind of looking into another field of work, y'all. That's another thing. If you tuning in like this live and subscribe to my channel, I'm gonna start doing more lives. A lot of the lives that I'm gonna start doing is going to be about guns, but it's also going to be about um ways to make money on a daily basis, weekly basis. Like how can you make money? People giving each other good ideas on side hustles or whatever. Um, you can never have too much money. Um, any way that I don't care if you making $10 doing something on the side. People come together in the comment section, giving each other ideas on how to make more money. That's the type of live videos I want to do. Um, so yeah, y'all subscribe to the channel. The ones that's tuned in to the video, y'all come back because I'm gonna be doing more videos. So y'all subscribe to my channel and like this video if you tuning in. I want to do more content with that. You know, is many ways to make money. DoorDash and Lyft. I don't prefer Lyft. I don't want no strangers in my car. The far as I'm gonna go is delivering food to a stranger. But there's no ways to make money. Um, Online store, buying something and selling on Amazon or like Shopify or something. There's ways to do that. If you can make $50 a day in a short amount of time, 7 days a week. That's an easy $1,500 a month. So that's the type of thing that I'm on. I want to be able to make some money and manage my time. I don't want to spend hours just to make $50 a day on the side. That's what's up. Yeah. The field that I used to work in about 2 years ago, I had to let it go. It began to become stressful because it's already a stressful environment, but it became more stressful and overwhelming. I'm second in charge, though, so kind of part of the job. Yeah, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, like I want to stick to the security field, but I don't have to. Um, I'm open to learning new stuff. Only jobs I don't want to do is a job that requires me to have to climb heights. I'm already short. Uh, yeah, I'm not big on heights, so stuff like construction or like working on light posts or something, I'm not big on that. Yeah. Yes, doing security is fun. It's just what type of security. I don't do apartments. Why is it some type of bug on here? I don't do apartments and I don't do clubs. Um, some people say uh you limit yourself when you pick and choose what type of security you do. I disagree. Some places you just don't need to be at doing security, and especially depending on what city you in. I'm in a rough city, y'all. I live in Memphis. So uh that alone right there, doing security in a city like Memphis, that ain't you gotta be careful where you do security at. You can wind up on the wrong side. You end up in jail locked up, or you can end up in the grave trying to protect somebody's establishment or whatever. So I I'm cautious to where and what I do security for. I uh I went to college in Arkansas. I went to a school called Arkansas Baptist years ago, y'all. Yeah, yeah. I got family out there in Chicago also. You probably heard of what's it, Algie Garden, ALTGD. I got family out there. I got family. What is that street called? Juniper, something like that. I don't know. It's been years. I ain't been out there to visit them in some years. Think it's a street called Winchester out there too. I forgot the name of them streets, but it's whatever the street is out there on the south side of Chicago. Think some of them like over there off of 57th Street or something like that. But yeah, um, the job I used to work prior to me working at the hospital, that was a rough job, yeah. It was bigger than security, you know. So that was a job that I did for 10 years and I made some hella good money, but the stress that came with it, I mean, a place like that'll take your life, man. So I had to let that go and find my peace. So, yep, that's when I decided. I said I'm gonna spend more time uh working on myself, my health, just all around being a family man and getting into my gun content. I wasn't able to do my gun content with the job I was working because by the time I got out work, I was stressed out. to the max. Then when you're stressed out from a job, you got to come home and deal with the people in your house, wife, kids, whatever. So that work life and home life balance was imbalanced for me for a long time. Yep. Yeah. I'm just rambling though. For those that's tuning in, I'm just rambling. I'm kind of all over the place with my topics. But like I said, the topic, is about my EDC and the new one and any suggestions. But we also talking about any type of side work or jobs that y'all may know about, that people in the comment section may need to know. It's people out here who need the extra money and they just don't have the ideas of what to do. You still gotta search and try to find side hustles and side gigs, but sometimes what somebody comment in the comment section can actually, you know, flick a light off in your head. So it a G26 goes with the 33 and you can use the 19 mags. Yeah. Uh I plan on buying the Glock 26 barrel and just, I got the magazines for the Glock 19. Uh I did that because, with us having Glock 33s, man, we got three different calibers. So that's the fun part about this. Unlike other people, we got the caliber. Yep. But honestly though, I kinda wish I had got the Glock 32 back then. That's why I kinda wish. The Glock 33 actually was my first Glock. Most people's first Glock sometimes be like Glock 19, Glock 26, Glock 23, something like that. I want to be a little different when I got mines and ended up getting the Glock 33 and started going to the gun store and couldn't find a box of ammo, yeah. Like the store that I bought the gun from, they had ammo there. And I bought a couple of boxes, whatever. Thought I was good. And then later on down the line, months went by. Every time I went to this store, they were out. Every other store I went to, they were out. And I found myself realizing, dang, I can't even shoot this gun because I ain't got no ammo, or I don't have enough to shoot to go to a range and continue shooting a lot. And then it was kind of expensive back then too. Mine was the 33 also, then 227s, then the 26. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. I'm on live. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't hip to back when I bought my Glock 33, this was probably like 2018, I think. I wasn't hip to the the gun community on YouTube at the time. Had I went to YouTube and watched all the videos, I probably would have chose, the Glock 20, not the Glock 20, the Glock 27 and just swapped it out or whatever. But I chose the Glock 33. I had regretted it at first, but now I don't. I don't regret it because I feel like the 357 SIG is making a comeback. And not only that, they're making a comeback. Glock 33 is a rare pistol and caliber. Uh, so yeah, if you got a Glock 33 or 32 or 31, you need to hold on to it because we're making the comeback, baby. We're making a comeback. We're making a comeback. Chat, if you just joining in to the chat, like this video, like this live. I was thinking about that, Robert. I don't know. Like both of my Glocks are Gen 3s, right? And I got this thing in my mind that it may end up being like a gun that's very expensive later on. You know, like the let's say the Cobra Uzi or something, or not Uzi or Mac 11, Mac 10. Like it may be a gun that people may spend $1,000 on if it's in its original form. So I refuse to cut my original slide or do anything cosmetic wise to it. Yeah, I don't want to do anything. I'd rather just buy another slide, um, and just do it like that. I kind of been looking into PSA daggers. Kind of sort of want one, kind of don't. You can't find PSA daggers nowhere in the city where I live at, far as like the major stores. I don't see them for some reason. Maybe y'all know something I don't know about that, but I only see them online. I've been wanting to buy a slide from them to put on my Glock 19 and my Glock 33, just so I can have the optic cut, optic ready, without tampering with the original slide or barrel, stuff like that. So go RXM over the dagger. That too, that's what I was thinking. Go ahead and just get the RXM. I just shot it. Uh I liked it. It was cool. So that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. I just don't want to pull the trigger on anything right away without coming to my final, conclusion on, what I want to get is another gun. So like I said, I keep buying guns that are affordable, cheap, whatever you want to call it, where I could have just bought something that had value and waited. Like I told you, I had the High Point carbine. That's just a plinker gun. Like it's a 9 millimeter plinker. It's not something you should want to use as a home defense. Don't get me wrong, you can get shot. It ain't jammed up on me at all. And I just shot like several hundred rounds through there, probably almost 1,000. But to me, it's still not the gun that I want to use. I got a Kel-Tec sub 2000 40 cal, the Gen 1. I didn't like the foregrip on it, the what you call it, the whole front furniture. So I took that off and bought the aluminum furniture off of Kel-Tec website, and it's cool, but that's to me that's kind of sort of like a backpack gun for me. I want to use that for home defense. I got a Radical ARP 10.5-inch barrel. Um, that's kind of sort of my home. I don't necessarily recommend AR-15s or ARPs in general, or AR-10s for home defense, unless you stay out in the country somewhere. If you got neighbors close by, you in an apartment, me personally, I think you should have a shotgun. Um, 4 buck, double lock buck, slugs. Uh, well, I ain't gonna say slugs. 4 buck, double lock buck, maybe bird shot. It just depends, you know. Um, that I wouldn't recommend birdshot right away, but yeah, wanted the compact. Hold on, let me go back up. That's the only reason I got the RXM, and it's the 4.5 inch. Wanted the compact, but don't like the color. Had an all black one that was 4.5, like the Glock 17. Okay, 40 is king. Hey, I can agree with you. I can agree with you. I do need to get another 1911, y'all. I sold my 1911 a while back. I sold my 1911 a while back, and I should have kept that gun, but I sold it. It was a Rock Island 1911. Uh, Came with the 8+1 magazine. I think it was 8+1 or 7+1. Then I got the extended mag that was like 10+1. And it looked it good on the 1911. It wasn't nothing crazy that was just sticking out real long or nothing like that. It was pretty decent. Uh but I think I want to get another 1911. I think everybody should always have a 1911 in their collection. Always have a 1911 in your collection. But on the part about the home defense that I was rambling about, um, everybody should have a shotgun. I got a couple of shotguns. Um, and I said I'm gonna start doing more content on shotguns. I'm gonna start doing more content. I got like the Maverick 88 by Mossberg. I took off the traditional stock and put a pistol grip on it, and then I put a foregrip on the when you rack it. I can't think of the gun terminology right now, y'all, but y'all know what I'm saying. I put the foregrip on there, so it kind of sits like this, and this is something that I use to maneuver. I don't recommend that you go and try to clear your house if your house is being broken into. Don't try to clear your house, y'all. But it can be a moment where you may have to, because you may have to get to your kids or your wife or something. They may be in the other room, and at the time of day where this happened, you may not be near them, and you can't get them to their safe room. You may be able to get to the safe room, but they can't get to it. So you want to have something that you can maneuver with. Um, I got another shotgun, y'all. It's not something that I've only shot it a couple of times. Um, I wouldn't recommend it as your first shotgun though. It's still a pump action shotgun. It's by G-Force. I bought it when they were on a sale for $99. I couldn't beat it, y'all. I couldn't. I had to get it. One thing about me, I want something I can afford. I couldn't pass up on that. $99? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I had to. I had to pull the trigger on it, y'all. And when I pulled the trigger, that some bitch was garbage, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shotgun. Nah, I ain't gonna do them like that. G-Force cool. I didn't oil it good, y'all. It kept seizing up on me. I ain't gonna lie, it kept seizing up on me, and it's straight though. It's cool. For $99, you can't beat that, y'all. You'll see it on my channel. It's the gun that I have on my couch, on my little mini couch. It has the orange shot shells in the on the stock, on the pistol grip stock of it. Yeah, man. I couldn't pass up on it, here, man. Um, Not something that I would use for home defense necessarily, but you can still get your ass shot with that. No lie. You still can get shot with it, truth be told. But yeah, I uh I pulled the trigger on that. I also got a Stevens 320. I didn't mess with that shotgun. I left that traditional like it is. Didn't really do anything to it. On my Maverick 88, I have a weapon light on there. Um, and I got the side saddle with the shells on the side with the Picatinny rail on top. I have not put a red dot on there. I just been not really trying to. Y'all ain't gonna lie. I put the I don't know what you call it. It's already a beaded sight on the shotgun, but it's like this little piece that you can snap on to the end of your barrel kinda, and it's kinda got like a green fluorescent type of look to it, so that it's glow in the dark. You can see in the dark pretty much, like a high vis type of sight or something. Kinda adds on to your front sight. But anyways, I got that on there, but I don't have a red dot. I just bought a CV Life um bore sight. So I'm gonna be using that on my shotguns and rifles and pistols to kind of line everything up. And I'm gonna put little red lasers or something on the gun so I can have like a 3-point contact of your front sight, your red dot, and a laser all sighted in together. But yeah, appreciate that, Rob. Yeah, check it out. It's just some short videos. Me just trying to bring some traffic to my channel. Uh, get a little traffic jam going on. Get some people watching. A little razzle dazzle. You know what I'm saying? A little something going on. But yeah, man, if you don't have a home defense, man, get your little home defense weapon, shotgun, preferably. If you're in the country, out in the woods somewhere, I would go AR-15, probably even AR-10, 308, 7.62 by 51. Um, yeah, gotta get you something going, y'all. Gotta get something going. If you're tuning in to the channel, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Gonna start doing more lives. Show me some love. We're gonna keep this channel going. Gonna start bringing more content. Trying to get something every day, y'all. I'm trying to post something every day, whether it's a short or several shorts, live videos, whatever it is. I'm trying to get something going, y'all. So, y'all just rock with me whenever I'm doing these lives. Comment, speak your mind. Whatever topic we talking about, speak on it. And if you got something you want to talk about, you speak on whatever it is you want to talk about, y'all. Even though I have topic says EDC gun select, I mean EDC gun suggestions. We're talking about a lot of things right now. We was just talking about jobs and side hustles that you can make money with every day. Um, if you can make $50 a day for 30 days, that's an additional 1,500 to your regular income. How can you make $50 without it consuming a lot of your time? So we want to talk about stuff like that, y'all. You know, I don't care if it's DoorDash and Lyft. Anyway, you can make $50 safely, and it does not take more than 2 hours of your time, and then not a lot of physical work. Let's talk about that. Comment down below. You may help somebody out. Somebody may help you while you here on this live. It's a reason why y'all popped up on this live. So if you on this live, you know, whatever the topics that we talking about, chime in. Tell me what you think. Give any suggestions. What type of work do you do? Are you in security? Are you what are you into? Law enforcement, paramedics, corrections, healthcare field, or like my guy Rob. He said he's a what is it, water operator. I don't want to say that wrong, brother. But have to go back down to what you said. Wastewater operator. You know. There we go. Appreciate that, Rob. Yeah, he's into that field. He does wastewater operator. We got to start finding jobs better than working in places like warehouses and stuff, y'all. We got to start doing a little bit better because soon they going to start having robots take over those types of jobs. Where I live at in my city, Elon Musk done already set up a couple of little plants out in the hoods of Memphis and South Haven, Mississippi. He's setting up for these AI plants. So, you know, I disagree with what he's doing, but our community as a whole, they're not standing up together. So much separation in the city where I live at. People feel like, oh, if they don't live out there, that's not their battle to fight. It's everybody's battle. Uh, you know, one man or one small group can't stop. what's going on. We need everybody to come together. But anyways, yeah, these are the topics that we talking about. And like I said, I'm rambling right now, y'all, but I do appreciate y'all tuning in. Uh, I appreciate y'all tuning in. But sometimes I get on these lives, they be dry. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The lives sometimes be dry. I can be sitting on here for 30 minutes to an hour and nobody will come on here. Or they'll click on and click off. But for those that have been on here, I appreciate y'all. Any of y'all that's on here, y'all got any AR-15s that you like or you want to get? Some you been eyeballing, you want to put your hands on? Comment down below. Any type of gun. Um, I know for me, I want to get a shotgun. It's called a Mac. I think it's called Military Armament Corporation or something. They got a shotgun. I think it's like the marine coat, like a silver finish on it or nickel finish. I want to get that shotgun. It's a semi-automatic. I got a couple of pump action shotguns. I want to get a semi-automatic shotgun. Um, I was gonna go the cheaper route at first, much cheaper, and get the Tokarev semi-automatic that's on Palmetto State. Still might get it, but might not right now. I think I want to get something a little more um pleasable, I guess. Something I know that I would like, and I didn't just get it because it was under $200. Kind of want to stay away from buying guns like that. I done bought several guns that were 200 or under 300. Yeah, let me get to it. Oh yeah, I've been kind of eyeballing some companies that got FRTs. I wanted, just for fun, go out to an outdoor range somewhere and shoot. Um, where I'm at, it's not a plethora of outlets. It's really not any too many out where I'm at. I know it's a couple of them across the bridge in Arkansas and down below in Mississippi, about an hour away. Um, but like in the inner city where I live at, there's no outdoor ranges. I know some people they go out in the um woods somewhere outside of the city limits and shoot somewhere out in the county. But you just gotta find a good spot because you don't want to go somewhere and do something illegal. Um, you said the Smith and Wesson M&P 7.5. I'm out to I'm about to look that up, see how that will look with the FRT on there. I know it'll be fine. I just got back into buying stuff like 6 months ago, like pistols. Yeah, sometimes we gotta take a break. I didn't know. You talking about the M&P Sport, Rob? I didn't know they had it in 7.5 inch, but I mean, I'm sure they do. They do have it in 7.5. It's an ARP, so I just didn't know that they. Well, I ain't gonna say I didn't know. I haven't seen it. How it looks. But anyways, um, okay, that's his channel on YouTube. Real hello, real one mad drop. Okay. Yeah, you mentioned him early in the live. I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna check him out in White Rambo. She was telling me about. I can't keep this cigarillo lit for nothing because I keep talking and stopping. Yeah, and super safety. Now I follow super safety. Um, he pop up on my live a lot. He popped up so much on my live, I had no choice but to subscribe to him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, golly, every time I look up, super safety, super safety. He's popping up on my shorts. I ain't mean my live, I meant my shorts. But yeah, he got some cool guns, man. Like I said, I'm trying to uh start showing more smaller contents, creators, more love. Cause we always gonna watch the GHG, Rare Rambo J, Chris TV, Eastside Givens, and a couple of the other guys. We're gonna always watch them, but gotta start showing the other guys some love too. They don't get a lot of love. And it's some guys that I left out for sure that I always watch them. But right now, having a little brain frog or freeze, brain fog. So um like I said, I watch several people and their contents. Yeah. Yeah, man. He got some fire on his channel. Yeah. Too many to type, too many to think of. They all of them on my Instagram. What I like about some of them, they uh they respond back and they helpful. Uh, some of the major ones they cool too. Um, I love watching the older guys. Well, I ain't gonna call them older because um so one of them may be much older, but the rest of them somewhere near my age. But we the people, podcast. I like them guys, man. I love watching they podcasts and their videos. Like I said, Frederick Thrasher and Gunplay TV. Love watching his content and the other guy that's on there. I forgot his name. My apologies. But yeah, all of them that's on there, I love watching them. That's my 27 brother. And real one, I got his number. I text him all the time. That's what's up. Yeah, man, we need to people need to you know, do more showing love on social media, especially if you into guns, Second Amendment rights, you into that, that's what you live for. People need to start communicating and collabing and things like that. Uh, Now, don't get me wrong, you can't collab with just any everybody. Some people are not safe, y'all. They get a gun in their hand and fire up their phone, and they think they a gun tuber. They think they a content creator. You know, you can grab a gun and fire their phone up all you want to. That don't mean that you know gun safety. So, you know, for me, um, I have not collabed with anybody. I want to. Um, I got some guys that I communicate with on Instagram, and we're gonna end up doing something very soon. Now I got some guys here in my city that I'm cool with, I'm real tight with, I'm friends with. Guns is what brought us together outside of us working with each other. We're doing some more content with them. Because I actually got a video with them, but I had to take it down, like I said previously in the live, due to a particular song that had a copyright issue. So yeah, I'm willing to do collaborations with people. Um, I'm willing to learn. I'm more so into learning than teaching. I can teach what I know, but I'm into learning also. Um, yeah. No, it's cool if you can get monetized and make money on YouTube, Instagram, but I really like doing this, so it's not really just about the money. I already got two jobs, you know. I don't make a whole lot of money, but I'm doing okay. I'm doing decent. Okay. No, I can always do better, but I'm doing decent. Yeah, I feel you on that, Robert. Yeah, that's how I am. I asked a content creator that recently, like, how did you go about deciding that you was gonna start making content with this particular guy and it grew into something bigger? Because you, um, this guy, he's from down south, just like the other guy is, but they from different parts of the south, like on a completely opposite side of the south. Um, and I just asked him, like, how did you decide that you was gonna want to do some content with this person? And it was, of course, I think it was through a mutual friend or whatever. But um, you know, it's cool when people can get together because it's not like years back in the day where you out in public and you meet people, you know, over something that y'all have in common and y'all go from there. Nowadays, most of the time you're gonna meet somebody online. And back then when I was growing up, meeting people online was weird. It was weird. You don't do that. But nowadays, that's what happens. You know, a lot of people you're gonna meet is gonna be through social media. And you gotta just do your homework on them, hope and pray that they good people and they got good intentions. It- I don't want to put religion or spirituality into it and push that on to somebody, but me personally, I hope that they have God in their heart. Um, it's not so much about being religious, but just having morals. You know what I'm saying? Having a moral compass about themselves. Yeah, that you being 30, you like right there in that middle. If you right there in that middle, I'm pretty sure right now your back and your knees hurting just like mine's. Yeah, your back and your knees hurting. Your neck probably hurting too. You know what I'm saying? Probably gonna go on in the house a little later on and get me a Epsom salt bath in and some Bengay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Rub myself down with some stuff, man. I always aching and stuff. I don't know why, man. I be always in pain. I used to play sports when I was a little younger, so what you do in the past affects your body. So, you know, whatever you doing at the time, you don't think about it, but it does affect you later, like this. So I actually cut back on this too, y'all. Um, I used to smoke a cigar or several cigars daily for, just something I had. It went from being a hobby to something that I enjoy doing daily, but I had to cut back. Yeah, yep, no doubt. Man, kids working two jobs, you know. Uh, I don't want to make YouTube feel like a job either, but I mean, once I start getting into this content creation heavily, you know, like I said, I don't want it to feel like a job, but it can be time consuming, but it's gonna pay off, you know. It'll pay off for sure. Yeah. Anybody that's on here, I encourage them to, if you really love it, you really want to do it, just do it. I'm realizing that a lot of content creators that I contacted and asked them how long did it take for them to get monetized, they all told me a month, two, no more than 3 months. It's all about consistency. It's all about just getting the content out there. I'm not saying put out no bull crap. What I'm saying is fire that phone up, fire that phone up, get on it. Have set times. Like right now, I'm seeing my numbers are kind of low with the people joining into the live. I might jump on the live later on today, touch back on this topic that we on. I gotta find my time where I think a lot of my subscribers or people that like the topics that I'm talking about, when are they online? I know at this time it's the middle of the week, it's the weekday, people at work, but I had a little free time. So I said, hey, let me fire this phone up, talk a little noise, see if anybody else, talk back with me, go from there, you know. I'm gonna get on here later on probably or tomorrow, do a little bit more rambling, crack a couple of jokes, man, see what y'all got going on. We're gonna talk about guns. If I got people that's into cigars, we talk about cigars. If you into health, tell me some health fitness tips. No, give me some ideas, tell me some things. Man, yeah, timing is key, Rob. No lie. Timing is key. I'm gonna tell you what I learned, Rob, and this might not be for your channel or everybody else's channel. Whenever I post a short video, if I post it before 10 p.m., I don't really get that many views. If I post it between 10 and maybe 2, 3 o'clock my time, uh, my videos will shoot up. I get minimum, 1,000 to 2,000 views with, so many likes. Not a lot of likes, but, okay likes. 10, 20, 30 likes. But if I post a video in the morning time, like around this time, like around 11, I don't get no views, no likes. I don't get nothing because everybody at work. My crowd of people that watch this type of content that I'm producing, they're at work right now. So uh, I gotta, it's grown folks content. So grown people gotta work, and then some people stay up late. I know that towards the weekend, right, Friday, Saturday, preferably, people are up late strolling. My content creators, my gun tubers, they up late at night looking at content, you know. So that's a good time for me to post. Friday night, Saturday night, that's a good time for me to go live. I went live one time uh around my birthday, and my live went a little crazy for me. I was shocked. I said, dang, these folks jumping on here showing love. And my birthday is around the holiday time, so I was expecting people to be on Facebook Live, not Facebook, but YouTube Live, but they was on it. They were on YouTube Live, and a lot of people showed me love, and the live did a little something. They didn't do a lot, but it did. I got a lot of traffic come through there. But yeah, yeah, I'm probably about to get off for right now, get myself together, go in this house, daddy duty 24/7. It don't stop even when I can get a little break. Even when I get a break, just to have some me time, mental health time to myself, I'm still thinking about what I gotta do when I gotta go deal with my child. So my mind always racing. I'm always thinking about safety, my child, the plan for the next day, the next couple of days, the next week. Gotta have everything planned out. I'm new to the full-time father life, but it's fun though. It's a challenge. It's not easy, but it's fun. So yeah. But y'all, I'm about to get ready to check out. I'll check back in with y'all later. Y'all be safe. Have a good day. If you at work, hey man, get it done. Whatever it is you doing, do it to the best of your ability. Don't half step it. You know what I'm saying? Get it done. I'm gonna check back in with y'all later. Y'all be blessed. Peace.